I worked at a busy coffee shop called The Daily Grind as a barista. The place was always packed with college students and office workers grabbing their morning caffeine fix. Our manager, Mr. Thompson, was a former corporate exec who took over 3 months ago. He had this obsession with standardization and efficiencies that made our previously relaxed workplace feel like a factory. One Monday morning, he called us all together and announced a new rule. From now on, all drinks must be made according to the exact recipe in the manual. No personal touches, no improvisation, no just a little more of this. Follow the book to the letter. We are a business, not an art studio. At first, the rule seemed reasonable, but then Mr. Thompson started getting increasingly specific. He insisted that espresso must be extracted for exactly 25 seconds. No more, no less. Milk had to be heated to precisely 180 Fif. Foam thickness had to be exactly 0.5 inches. When a regular customer asked for just a tiny bit more foam on her latte, I explained that store policy didn't allow deviations. She looked confused, but accepted it. The next day, Mr. Thompson installed a digital thermometer on our espresso machine and a stopwatch on the counter. He stood behind us, timing every shot and measuring every temperature. The tension in the shop was palpable, and our regular customers started noticing something was off. One day, a customer asked if we could make a decaf half-calf with oat milk instead of dairy. I politely pointed to the rulebook and said, "I'm sorry, but our standard menu only offers full calf with dairy or oat milk separately. I can't combine them per store policy." The customer sighed and ordered a regular coffee. That afternoon, Mr. Thompson praised me for my strict adherence to protocol. From then on, I became the rule enforcer. When a colleague tried to add an extra pump of syrup for a crying child, I reminded them of the exact measurements in the manual. When someone wanted to skip the ice in a cold brew on a chilly day, I explained that the recipe required exactly 8 ounces of ice. I became a walking, talking embodiment of the rulebook, and some went on. I became the rule enforcer. Within 2 weeks, our sales dropped by 30%. Regular customers stopped coming because we couldn't accommodate their usual preferences. Tourists and new customers were confused by the rigidity and long wait times as we measured and timed everything. Mr. Thompson couldn't understand why our revenue was falling until he did a mystery shop at a competitor across the street. He saw them happily modifying drinks, making substitutions, and generally accommodating customers. He returned to our shop, looked at the line of frustrated customers, and called another meeting. "Effective immediately," he announced. "We're relaxing the recipe rules a bit. Use your judgment. Be flexible. Make customers happy." I just nodded and said, "Understood, sir. I'll update my understanding of Section 4.2 to